Welcome, everybody. I want to remind you that this webinar is being recorded, so we will share with you afterwards the link to the recording in case you want to watch it again or you want to share it with anybody who would be interested. Today we have very special guests all the way from Brazil, Case Rôgga, with Lewis and Dylan today with us. I will be your host. My name is Maya. I'm the Marketing Communications Manager at Solibri. So if you have any questions for me, I will share my contact details at the end of the webinar. We'll be happy to hear from you. Today, we have the agenda. We will start with a general introduction and then move into the topic. During so, Lewis and Dylan will share with us a Solibri demo to demonstrate what they have been doing. And we will have some time at the end for some Q&A session. But before we start the presentation, I have a quick pause to ask you. So some quick questions to get to know you better. The first question is, how often do you use Solibri? So that also Lewis and Dylan will get to know you better. Are you new to Solibri, or do you use it monthly, weekly, or even daily? Okay, I see that we have quite a number of new time users. All right. Now, over 60% have voted. I will close the poll and share with you the results. It's very interesting that we have people from all sides of Solibri and all usage. There are different usages, which is good because the content that we have for you is more of the general side. I have another question, mainly for the more expert users, to get to know whether you use the CDE integrations or not. So if you use our CDE integrations, which one do you use? Do you use BIM 360, the Autodesk Construction Cloud, BIM Sync, Dalux, or Trimble Connect, or any other CDE integration? Okay, so quite a number have been using the Autodesk Construction Cloud integration, but I see that also there are people that are using different integrations. This is interesting for us to know because we're preparing some subjects for you in further webinars that are related to the integrations. All right, I see that more than 50% have voted. I will close the poll and share with you the results. This is very interesting, and we will take it into account while organizing future webinars. But let's move on with the subject for today. Sorry, here. I'll wait for the screen to show again. All right. So without further ado, Lewis, I'll give you the stage. Just give me a second. Here we go.
So, hi Maya, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but we can't see you, unfortunately.
Okay, now you see us.
Yes, yes, perfect. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Would you like to introduce yourselves first?
Yeah, so I'm Luis. Here at the company, I am the BIM manager now, just trying to control all the actions that we have about BIM here. Okay. Oh, 8th March is a great day too because it's the Women's Day. So congrats for all the women that we have here. I'm glad to work with a lot of women and to my wife to be married with a great woman too. So thank for all you women. Have a nice day.
So,
Thank you
hey
so much,
guys,
Louis.
I am Dielen and I am civil engineering too. I work at Rôgga by a cost estimation team, and I am very appreciated to be here in this special and important day. So, congrats for all the women.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this great introduction. Yeah, I'm quite sure that our audience is anxious to see what we have prepared. So go ahead. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. So now you see my screen?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Okay. We just close our camera to improve the connection here. Okay. Um, about our presentation, we have a little explanation about our company, about our process here, and just go on after this to the demonstrations. So talking about our users here and our bean program here, this is in the right corner is the logo or is the symbol of our program. We call Virtua Bean. Is a program of implementation here, and the Solibri users just have after this coming after this program. And being for us at Rôgga is tactical and strategic, and we show you how it been have been strategic for us. So Rôgga, we are located now in Joinville, in the south of Brazil. We are a real estate company, and we are now we operating around in a radius around 200 kilometers and building around 400,000 square meters in a year. This is average for us. And to understand better our company, Dielen will describe our two divisions line. Both are both lines are residential, but they have some difference, some quite difference here.
Okay, the first product line we call RES and is Rôgga Sustainable Buildings, focus on off-site and replicable buildings. And the second product line we call Rôgga. The second product line we call REP and we call Rôgga Customized Buildings on focus on luxury products and frequently located in the coast cities in front of the beaches.
Okay, to take more about Bean, we just described in a timeline of our users here. So in the past, in 2015, we have our first uses, our first Bean models using in our design process. 4 years later, we have the first Bean execution plan to have some orientations about the models process. In 2020, we just started our first wave of Bean implementation program, the Virtua Bean, with our partners of our consultancies partners, Vista S from Brazil. 1 year later, we have started our second wave of implementation program, and we have a great milestone here because we had our first building that had all disciplines being modeled at that time for the design process. In 22, have a lot of milestones, so we became a membership in Beanform Brazil. Have a huge automation for the checking process, a high level of takeoff quantities from BIM models for the cost estimation team. Dielen will tell more about that. We have all feasibilities studies for the land purchase process being modeled too. This here is the example for this case. We have a matrix here for RES division product. We have a matrix, and this matrix being all modeled in the whole disciplines of these towers. Okay, so this is a tower. We just get this tower and copy in some landings here or sites here, and so we have a matrix for all this product line modeled. And we start to make a knowledge management here about the BIM in our company. And we show more about that because we have some goals for this year. So the timeline or the target timeline that we have for this year in our company about BIM is looking for the improvements of Solibri auto runs. We want that Solibri works in the midnight here. Looking to improving our rule sets and to expanding our library of these rule sets. Looking for have a huge or strong panel of models quality to have some great numbers for the team goals about quality about information quality in the models here. We look into the two programs with the innovation team. The first one is to expand the uses for the digital twins, and the second is to improving our process of design with the generative design uses here. We're looking to create a virtual BIM academy is to spread the knowledge about the BIM and about the tools in this program here. Looking to establish a fixed committee related to BIM process in our company with a fixed people too, and advancing with the relations between the strategic company goals that we have here today and the BIM in all the process of our company. Okay. The big numbers that we have here today is that we have 11 teams directly involved in the BIM program, 4 support teams for the same program. We have 150 directly affected people with this program. 70 design officers, suppliers just send the models for us for our design process. And if we're looking for to our maturity, we have a method to measure this maturity. We use the Penn State University method. In 2020, we had our first measure. It was 24 of 100 possible. 1 year later, we just increased it up by by 32. 1 year later, in June 22, we increased it to 50. And our target for this year is 61. This is a great way to look of our own maturity, because this method uses 6 columns to have a great number, a huge number for our process here. The 6 columns is people, process, infrastructure, strategy, information, and BIM uses. So we have a big wow with this number, because we have a huge numbers just comes for us and telling, oh, you are great, you are increasing your maturity. Okay.
So about our BIM models usage, in average 24 disciplines are models in a building, and this building can reach 50 models if you consider the base is composed by garage plus common recreation and 2 towers. So this is the most common building type in our company.
So you can imagine the challenge that we have to to coordinate the information and all these models, because we have a lot of models and a lot of disciplines being modeled at this time. And when we choose the Solibri, we just looking, okay, we have a lot of options in the market, but we need to take care with the information. We need to controlling a lot of information, a lot of models here, and so we need a tool that can help us a lot. Just aiming at Solibri and okay, this is a tool that can help us. So how? We have four main uses here for Solibri. The first one is classification. Classification is the basis of uses in Solibri here in our company. The second is to check and process. So we use Solibri for checking. We have four derivations for the check and process here. The first one is visual checking. The second is to quality information. Third, for the clash detections. And the last instance is standard of our own code checking here. Okay. The third main use for Solibri here is to take off information process. For looking for the quantity checking process, for quantity extraction, and to information traceability. We have an area here, the cost estimation team using a lot for the takeoff information process. And the last main use here is for communication. We use Solibri to do some reports and to have the connection with another platforms about communication with the BCF Live Connector. Okay. For these main uses, we have four areas that using directly Solibri to have this product, to have these results from Solibri uses here. The first is product team, the second is design team, third cost estimation team, and fourth is real estate development team. Okay, but all these four areas being directly involved with another areas here, like a planning area or building site teams or compliance area or RD&I. So we have a lot of impacts derivates from the Solibri use in our company. And here we have the big process belt of our company. All the milestone when we generate a value for our company. Looking more deeply here, we just highlight when and where Solibri generate impact in our process belt. Okay, so you can imagine how Solibri is important for us, is strategic for us. And we have just a little demonstration here about how we take care about information, the modern information process here. So Dielen and I will have a little conversation about this to describe it.
Okay, Luis. In the first case, for example, I need the information about the window dripper. Do you have in our models?
Oh, okay. So you need the window dripper information. What is the information that you need for the window dripper? Is the length?
Yes, I need the length by estimated the cost.
So, okay. We don't have this information from the native tool as the first. In the second, we don't have this information for the IFC property set. The third option that we have is just trying to look to the black tabs or the quantity tab into the Solibri. Solibri have this information in the quantity tab?
Yes, in the quantities, Solibri calculated the informations of geometry, the object, and the length and the perimeter and all the dimensions will be in this quantity tab.
Oh, okay. So we don't need to produce any new information for this case. Okay. how we can export this information? I think that we just have to guarantee that the window will be a window in the FC file, correct?
Yes.
We need to check it.
No, only check is like a IFC class about the window, and we don't have a role specifically about the window dripper.
Oh, okay, great. So we don't need to produce anything new. Okay, you have another demand for me?
Yes, I have the second example. So I need the information on the location of the objects because my cost estimation have the same work breakdown structure of planning team. So I need to send the quantities and the costs in the correct place in our WBS.
Oh, great. Yeah, this is not a native information, so probably we'll do not have this information in the native tool. We will not have this information in the property set from IFC or IFC property set. We don't have this information, the Solibri types too, because it's not a native information. Yeah, probably we need to create this information as a user-defined property set. Yeah, we need to demand a new information in the model, so designers have to produce this information for us in their native tools or platforms. Okay, this is the way that we need to produce this information. How the information will be exported for us? Can you describe?
Yes, the information needs to be exported with a proper set produced by OWN. So we have parameters specifically, and we need these parameters exist, and after this is defined by the user and exported with our IFC property set. Yeah,
great. In Solibri, we need to check it. For this information, we need a specific rule to check if the models, the object from models have this information in each object model. So we need a specific rule here. So Solibri can help us a lot with this quality, with the quality of this information. Correct?
Yes.
So this is two little examples about how we take care about informations here. The information have to pass to check for all this process, or answer all these questions to be produced here. Okay, to have a less models here, less models, more information. This is our little branding about information here.
Okay, here we have an example about the black tab of Solibri, the quantities. So we have informations of area and gross area and area of openings, and we use a lot of and perimeters and another dimensions. So these informations calculated of geometry this object, okay?
Yeah, and we trust a lot in this information that Solibri produced for us.
Yes, this information is very reliable for us.
Yeah.
Another example about the black tab quantities. And here we have a picture of the IFC property set. So this is native by the cable carrier, for example, the length. And here is a parameter produced by OWN. So the name is PSET Rôgga. And we have parameters of length, specification, code of materials, and the locations that I was need to Luis before.
Yeah. So now is the demo time. We just jump up into Solibri to show you a little process here into Solibri. Okay, just here. So. Maya, can you tell to us if
Thank
you
you.
seen?
Yes, we can see Solibri now. Yes.
Okay. So to get more deeply here, this is an REP building. Okay, we call Belvedere. This is the name of the building. Okay, and to show you, I will start into the model just to look. Okay, we have the architectural files here. With 3 files composing this discipline, okay, and we have a lot of models in other spaces here, okay, structure, electrical, HVAC, okay. This is our model 3 today. Looking to the checking process, we have some rules here, like series 1, 2, 3, up to 6. I will show better each of them. So the series is just oriented to the division of products. So we have series 1, the book 1 for the REP buildings, okay? Looking for the series, okay? The series 1 just looking for the first necessities that we have in the model. Like we need to have some specifically spaces in the model. These spaces needs to have an area, and that area needs to be in a range that we have here, or we need to have a basic objects here, like in a structure file needs to have columns, slabs, or beams. So this series 1 just looking for the first necessities in the model. The second series just looking for the information and information quality. So as Dielen told you, we have a specifically property set for us. We call property set Rôgga. And this property set Rôgga in the architecture model just looking for some information here. So we have some mistakes in the results. Like in the curtain wall, we don't have specifications, Rôgga specifications in our own property sets. Just trying to focus on an object here. So this object probably doesn't have or doesn't match with the information Rôgga specification. Just looking here, Piset Rôgga especific cacau. We're looking for specificação, so doesn't match. We have a mistake here. Another example is the local. Local is an WBS information that we have here. So looking for the curtain wall here. Oh, this is object that doesn't have local. Okay, we don't see local here. Oh, there's a mistake. We need to send this model back to the designer, and the designer needs to fix it. Okay, so this series just looking for the quality of information, if the model have the information and if this information is right for us. Okay. So we're looking for another property sets here, but all about information. Series 3 and Series 4 is quite similar, okay? Because Series 3 just looking for the clashes, like doors. This first group is doors and windows versus structure, or doors and windows versus electrical and communication model, okay? So the SOL here that we have is just the SOL 1, looking for the clashes into the models. And the series 4 is looking for the duplicates. So it's the same SOL, but looking for another results or another type of results here. Like if I have some duplication, some object duplicates here, like in the architectural model. Let me see here. Oh, we have some slabs. They are duplicated. Just looking for one case, one specific case here. Here. Oh, we have a little slab here. Just looking for that, just changing here for the height to 1 click, 2 click. Oh, okay, yeah, we have a mistake here, we need to fix it. So series 4, just looking for the duplicates in some disciplines like structural or structural and foundations, architecture and electrical models. We're looking for the whole model. If we have a mistake, we will just fix it. Okay. Series 5, just looking for building logics. Okay, like let me see this one. Oh, this one just looking for the bottom elevation in the windows. So we have a specific rule here, just looking into the bottom elevation. The bottom elevation needs to have a number that is higher than 1.1 meter. Okay, so if you're looking for some windows here, just click in the window. Oh, sorry. Just changing here for the info. If you look in here in the location tab, you see that we have a bottom elevation for this window is 1.05 meter. So we have a mistake here. We need to elevate this window up to 1.1 at minimum. Okay. So this series 5 just looking for this kind of logic here. And the series 6 just looking for another logic, like if I have an object, one object, that object needs another object nearing for this object. Okay, so if you're looking for this one is a lightning for the fire for the fire project. If you're looking more deeply here, we're just looking for this one. Oh, okay. We have this light here. So we need a power outlet point here nearing for that light. This rule just tell me, oh, you don't have this point, this electrical point near for your light. So you need to produce this point for your construction process. Yeah, this is a mistake for us. So we're going more deeply in the series. So series 1 looking for the huge topics in the model. The series 6 just looking more deeply in the model, and we can fix the huge mistakes or the minimum mistakes that we have in our model. Okay. This is our checking process, so you can check your model and you can get your results here. And we need some reports templates here, like this one. I will do some reports. Rôgga template code checking. Save these reports in my documents. Okay. Yes, I replace it. Probably Solibri being generates this file. I try to look into the documents here. Okay. So we have some results here, like the information quality here. We need to have a great number, a great percentage number here to approve the model. Okay. So if you look in here, the architecture model doesn't have any object right. All the objects was catch in a mistake for us. So we have a 0% here of quality of the information, the architecture model. But if you look in another, like let me see here, communication model, we have 44% quality in information. So this is a report that we get from Solibri to measure our quality in the models. And a little look for the communication process. Probably we'll do some slides to have some presentation. And this presentation just go on to the BCF-like connector. Today we use the Bean Collab for the communication process here. So this BCF Live Connector helps us a lot to spread the communication between all the stakeholders that we have in our design process. Okay. And a little look in the classification that we have here. This is a huge model, but okay, we have some classifications here, like for the disciplines, or just looking more deeply in a discipline, like this one, just here, like plumbing. This is a plumbing or foundation. Or the foundation, or the architectural model here. So we get some information from the model and just send for our own classification in Solibri. And this classification we use for the check-in rule, for the rule sets, or for the ITOs. You see more about this in the other tabs here. Okay. And to have a great standard for our company, we have the roles predefined for the teams here. Like, let me see another here. Just a second. Okay. Just change the folder here. Just give me a second. Here. Roles here. Okay. I will just change for the design area, a role for a design area. Okay. Looking for the RAP team. Just wait for the changing. Okay. So we have this role looking for the design team process. So we have the 6 books of rule sets here, predefined for the design user, for the design leader user. Okay. The classification predefined too, and some information takeoffs. But for the design team, we have this information takeoffs to do another check-in process. So I show you a little process checking in the ITOs that we have here in this case, in this example. Okay. Just changing here for the architectural model. Just back to looking around. I will take off all. Okay, I have all the number. I will generate a report for the classification index. Okay. Yeah, this is the template, so I can save a report here. Save. Okay. This is a number about the classification that we have in the architectural model for us, okay? So we can measure the quality of the classification in the whole models that we have here in our process. Okay, I will change for the another information takeoffs, and the Ellen will tell more about this process for the cost estimation team.
Okay, so guys, about the cost estimations ITOs, an example in this building. In this example will be checked the informations of the architecture. So the ITO definitions, we get only walls classified by the discipline of architectural, okay, is the same classification that Luis told us before. And besides this, we exclude the spaces and exclude the openings, okay? So with this takeoff, we get some informations in this case. And for example, here, this wall, we have many parameters for uses about cost estimation, and we have parameters on the property set Rôgga, okay, and we have parameters calculated by Solibri in the black tab quantities. So this information is very reliable for us. So we use the area and we use the area of openings, the gross area, and this parameter fill in this quantities table. So here we have how many columns, and this quantity, this quantity table will be exporting like an Excel file. So we have another template here for save these quantities, and the name is here REP arc. Okay, and I will save this file to show us. And here we have a part of our quantities report. Okay, so here we have informations about locations, about the specifications of walls, about the codes of materials, about the length, about the area, and the quantities. So this information will be grouped in our compositions and to be priced with the price of materials and price of services. And after this, outside Solibri, we will calculate all the costs of this building, of this budget, and we send these informations in our REP. So nowadays, Rôgga uses SIP, okay? So this is the first example about the ITO by cost estimation team. And another example with a building on the product line RES. So this is, there is 60 generation of matrices of our building. So here we have all the disciplines, and this tower will be put in some lengths. So here we have another example by ITO. Okay, the definitions in this case is a building service, more specifically electrical, and more specifically a conduit. Okay, so we get this filter on these definition values and take off this information. So here we have the quantities and take off all. So an example about the parameter of this conduit. Okay, so here the most of information that will be used is in parameter preset Rôgga. Okay, so here we have parameters about the length, diameters, specification, locations in
wires. Wires here, like
yes, wires, and the code of this material. So this code of material is the same code that we used in our REP. Okay, so locations too, and all these parameters will be put in this table, and in the same case in this architecture, these quantities will be exporting like a report, and after this send to our SAP. Okay, so this ITO is composed in our role specifically by cost estimation team. So we use the role sets and the classifications that Luis told us before, but the information takeoff is specifically by team. So we have a rich information takeoff of this discipline, and here we put our necessities and our demands about the quantities and the parameters. Okay, so guys, this is a little day by day, a little part of our routine using the Solibri.
Thank you, Dielen. So just turn back for the presentation to have some conclusions here. Let's take a look for this one. Oh, I can change here. Okay. Maya, do you see the presentation screen?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay. So about this, what is the way that we have in Rôgga? Okay, the way is strong standards for the property sets of our own property sets, or the classifications that we have to do, or the check process that we have to describe for for the stakeholders in the design process. The standards that we have in our company about BIM. Okay, we have a lot of standards here. The manuals that we have for using our CDE for us is the B360. The manual for a specific topics in the Revit. We don't produce any model here, but we need to put our hands in some specific cases to have the quality in the model. Okay. And for Solibri, we have something special here because we have the manual too, okay, just to have a north for the people who works in the Solibri here and works in the Solibri for our company too. And at the last year, we just started to record a classes for our employees and for our partners to know more about Solibri, how Solibri works, how is the tool, and how Solibri works for us in our buildings. Okay, so we have some videos here to have a huge uses in the Solibri for all people that use Solibri here and use Solibri for our company. Okay. And the key of success for our Solibri use or the BIM here at our company is people, and a lot of hours with people. So we have a lot of hours training these teams. This is a picture of these moments, okay? And this is a people that involved in the last wave of implementation, the end of the second wave of implementation that we mentioned in the first in the timeline, okay? Our company have a purpose, okay? The purpose of our company is to improve the human habitat. The purpose of our BIM program is building virtually, improving the human habitats long before the home keys are handed over, okay? So we have a great purpose for our program here. This is our routine, as Dielen mentioned it. You all can reach us into LinkedIn. This QR code will just send you for our LinkedIn. You can reach us. You can ask something. We'll be glad to answer all the questions here and after here. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Louis and Dylan. That was really good. Thank you for sharing the knowledge, and we hope this was helpful for the people that are watching us today. Okay, I'll show my screen.
Get the control. Yeah, okay.
Yes, yes. So before we move into the questions, I wanted to, I wonder if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we're seeing now.
Some delay. Okay, are you seeing my PowerPoint presentation? There's some delay and.
Yeah, but just a part of your screen. You have some black, yeah, a black line in your screen.
Okay, there's some technical issue right now. I cannot control. Okay, I hope now. So I wanted to introduce CAD technology, our partners in Brazil.
Yeah, they help us a lot with the knowledge about Solibri. David
yes.
is fantastic.
Yes, they are very skillful and have so much knowledge about Solibri. So I wanted our partner partner, our audience, especially the ones in Brazil, to get in contact with the CAD technology if they have any questions regarding Solibri, or if they're interested in Solibri. If you're interested in Solibri and you're in Brazil, please get in contact with CAD Tech. Okay, now we can move into the questions. If you can drop us some questions. I'm now facing some technical issue because my dashboard doesn't show everything. But please, before you ask the question, let us know if it's directed towards Rôgga or for Solibri in general. And Louis, maybe you can see, because some questions we are receiving in Brazilian, so please please check your dashboard if you can see the questions. But I see one question about for you. How did you learn about the rules, the rule creation in Solibri?
Just trying to discover. But okay, we have a method here. So we're just looking for the rule sets description, okay? And trying to describe, to discover how the rule can reach for our result. Like, okay, we have we have two rules for checking the property set or the information in models, okay? 203 and 230. Okay, this is two SOL templates that you have for checking information in your model. But okay, I need the numbers of objects that is in a mistake, or if they are okay for me. So I need the minimal number for measure the quality in the model. So in this time we were looking for both rules, and okay, but 213 will get better result for my case. So you have two rules doing the same function for us, for our case, but one of them showed the results better for our measure process. Okay, this is one example of how we choose the rule and how we learn the rule. But the first of all is the programs that Solibri have. Solibri have for this year training encounters, for training meetings in this year, one per quarter, if I remember. Okay, Maya, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a great starting point, because you can easily understand how the rules works in the neutral field, and in this point you can understand and can connect. Okay, this rule works for this case in my company. And in Brazil, we just reaching for the CAD Tech with David, as I mentioned it, to understand better, because okay, all the things will not working as so well. We need to adjust, to have some adjusts in our process. So CAD Tech help us. I think that you can have in your country or in your region your partner to reach and get the correct way to learn and to use the rules in your case. Okay.
Exactly. We have on our website page, in the contact page on our website, there are the different partners, the different offices, the contact people that are relevant for your region. So please don't hesitate to contact them if you have any specific question. And also you can contact me, and I will provide your question to our customer success managers, and they will be able to answer it if you have a Solibri related question. Okay, but we have more questions here. Mostly in the BIM execution plan, you generate a matrix of codes or names for the mapero of the classifications in Solibri. And do you check the elements?
So I just trying to looking for the panel here, and I do not see it. I can expand.
If you click on chat, if you next to the X button, there is an expanding button.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see.
Yes.
Questions here. Oh, great. Thank you, Maya.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So this
is the
Go
second.
ahead. Yes.
Okay. In the BIM execution plan, you generate the matrix. This for from Abraham. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Abraham, yeah, you use the documents or the standards that we have here to send to our design suppliers. Okay, so in that time, the supplier or the designer will be able to understand and to ask something about information that he needs to provide for us in the model. So we provide for our designer the information that we need, the type of information that we need, the exportation, the IFC exportation method that he needs to do for us, and how we will check this information. So the designer know about, oh, you need to provide information and we will check it. So you know about what we expect for the model here, okay? For all disciplines, because the necessities that we have in some disciplines is not the same that we need in another discipline, okay? So we have a huge documentation here to standardize this information for us, okay? And
Okay.
Solibri can check this information with some rule sets, like a classification, okay? As Dielen told for us, we have the quantities in quantity tab in Solibri, but I need to guarantee that a window will be a window in the classification, the IFC classification, because if it's not working, Solibri can reach at this number and provide for us this number, okay?
Thank you so much, Louis. I think we're running out of time, so if you can choose from your list one more question, but don't worry, the rest of the questions will be will be answered and sent to you directly, or we will send you a link to where you can find the answer. Yes.
Yes. Oh, I will get the next. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all the designs is developed inside Rôgga or there are outside designers. Okay, all the models being created outside in Rôgga. So we have a lot of suppliers for the design process here. We just check. We just have the coordination process here in Rôgga, and we use a lot of partners in the coordination process too. Okay, so all the contents or all the models is being generated out of Rôgga, and we just check it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, but thank you so much, Louis, Dielen. This was a great presentation and very helpful for everyone in our audience. But since we're running out of time, I wanted to just mention quickly that we have not only one webinar, but two webinars prepared after Easter time in April. So in the second half of April, the first one being about fire stopping, and we're organizing it with Lango Rock and BDP. And it will happen on Wednesday, the 19th of April. The second webinar is planned for the 26th of April, and mainly we will talk about the BIM sync integration and with Katenda, our partners. So yes, sorry, I'm facing some technical problems, but thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, Lewis and Dylan, for the great presentation, and I wish you all a very good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye. See you. We will be available for further discussion, so you can reach to us with your questions. Okay. Thank you for all. Have a nice day. Have a great Women's Day. Bye.
Thank you.